morning, Learwood Middle School. Welcome to Learwood News. It's Friday, April 4th, and we're your hosts, Julia
and Elizabeth. We've made it to the end of the week, and the weekend is just around the corner. But before we dive into today's announcements, let's kick things off with a fun fact.
Did you know that April 4th is National School Librarian Day? It's a day to celebrate the amazing people who help us find books, research information, and, most importantly, save us when we forget to charge our Chromebooks.
And here at Learwood, that hero is none other than Miss Barner. Without her, half the school would be walking around with low battery warnings, not just on Chromebooks, but in real life.
So if you stop by to grab a charger today, make sure to say thank you, because without Miss Barner, things around here just wouldn't be plugged in.
Absolutely. Now let's get into today's announcements.
For today's lunch, we have assorted pancakes,
breaded chicken salad with cornbread,
and a PB&J Grape Uncrustable combo meal. For today's lunch, we have assorted pancakes.
Go, Charlie. It's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday.
Good morning, Learwood. Let's take a look at the weather forecast for Friday, April 4th.
In the morning, expect a cool start to the day with temperatures around 42 degrees. Skies will be partly cloudy, and there's a slight chance of scattered showers. Winds will be gentle, coming from the west-northwest at about 13 miles per hour.
As we move into the evening, temperatures will reach a high near 48 degrees. The sky will have intervals of clouds and sun, providing a cooler atmosphere. Winds will continue from the west-northwest at around 13 miles per hour.
At night, temperatures will drop to a low of approximately 42 degrees. During the night, skies will remain partly cloudy and with a continued chance of scattered showers. Winds will be from the west-northwest at about 13 miles per hour, with gusts up to 18 miles per hour.
Now back to Learwood News. All right, Learwood, it's time for sports. We have a busy week for our shoremen and shore gals. Let's get ready to cheer them on.
That's right, Julia. Let's get into it. On Monday, the softball team will travel to Midview to compete against them.
On Tuesday, track will be competing against Berea Mid Park, and on Wednesday, softball will be playing Olmsted Falls at home.
On
Welcome
today's
back to another
podcast,
episode
we're
of
going
Learwood
to
News
talk about
Podcast,
heroes
where we
in
bring you
action.
the latest news stories and special guests from around Learwood. It's
Let's
Friday,
learn
which
more
means
on
it's
the
time for our
podcast.
Friday feature, where we sit down
On
with a
today's
standout staff member
podcast,
at
we are
Learwood.
going to talk about heroes
Today
in
we're
action.
thrilled to have Mr. Grumbos, 8th grade American history teacher extraordinaire.
Let's learn more on the podcast.
If you ever had him
on
as
today's
a teacher,
podcast,
you know he
we are
brings
going to
history
talk
to
about
life with his
heroes in
energy and
action.
knowledge.
So sit back, tune in, and get ready for a fun and fascinating
Let's
conversation
learn more
with Mr.
on the
Grumbos.
podcast.
Hello, welcome to the Learwood Podcast. I am Layla.
And I am Addison.
And we are here with Mr. Grumbos today.
Hello, Layla and Addison. Thank you for having me on your podcast.
You're welcome. So I'm going to ask you a couple questions today.
Sounds good.
Okay. To start, what's your favorite genre of music?
To be honest with you, I really don't have a favorite genre. I listen to all kinds of music. But if you were to say what genre do you listen to the most, I would go with country.
Okay.
What is your favorite artist?
Right now, I listen to a variety of artists. Once again, and a lot of it is based on the mood. Excuse me, the mood I might be in. But right now, some of my favorite artists, I would say Chris Stapleton, Lainey Wilson, Luke Combs, Kane Brown. I'm a big fan of Jelly Roll right now. I also, like, if I'm really in an intense mood and I just kind of want to rock out, I'm a big fan of Metallica as well.
Okay, great. And then now, what is your favorite song?
I don't think I really have one. Once again, it all comes down to the mood I'm in. If I'm listening in the car or at home, I have no problem just flipping through songs until I find one that just kind of hits me in the right mood. So I don't know if I have a favorite song right now. I do like, as I mentioned before, I do like a lot of the collabs right now with that Jelly Roll is doing with a variety of artists.
If you had to pick 3 songs, what would you live with for the rest of your life?
Oh my gosh, 3 songs. All right, let's go with. All right, I'm gonna go a little old school here. I'll go with Michael Jackson, Billie Jean, Metallica, Enter Sandman, and really anything. I would say any of Chris Stapleton stuff. I'll go with that.
Thank you for coming on our podcast today, Mr. Grumbos.
Layla and Addison, it's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you for joining our podcast. That is it.
Well, that's all for today's announcements, but here are a few reminders.
Next week, we will continue OST testing with the math portion. That will be Wednesday and Thursday.
And more importantly, we will have 8 more wake-ups before spring break. Now that is something to look forward to.
Thanks for tuning in, and always,
remember to be respectful, responsible, and be ready.
And as always,
stay classy, Learwood!